So I haven't watched a productivity video in like 5 years. I don't use the tools that all the productivity gurus say we should use. That's not, it doesn't work for me. And that's okay. It works for them. It works for their audiences. It works for the people that they're talking to. But it didn't work for me. And so for a long, long, long time, I was beating myself up about it. I'm like, why can't I just figure out Notion? I love Notion because it's aesthetically pleasing, it's cute, it's a vibe, but why is it not clicking for me? Like, what about it did not work for me? The Pomodoro method, it makes sense. Absolutely. You should take breaks during periods of time. But in my work, as a creative, as an artist, I find myself in creative flow. And if I break out of that flow, girl, I'm not coming back. So I will sit through that 2, 3, 4 hour flow because, like, I'm producing so much at a high level, and yes, it's gonna drain me, girl, but I have a system for when I get drained. But like this magic of being in a flow state as a creative, there's nothing like it. I can't just do 25 minutes of work, take a 5 to 10 minute break, come during that 5 to 10 minute break. My brain has already moved on to the next thing, girl. And I'm not even trying to be like ADHD brain or none of the things. I haven't been diagnosed with ADHD. I'm not claiming it as my story. I'm just saying, as a creative, I love to sit in a flow because once I start cooking, it's like the things are coming to me like this. I have a lot of experience in putting together marketing campaigns, putting together branding strategy, developing creative plans. And so I start and I'm like, what is the idea that we're working with? What is the why again? What is the da da da? And then if I just sit with the idea long enough, everything falls into place. Oh yeah, I know what color we're using. I know what the message is. I know who we're trying to talk to. Like it comes to me. This kind of a creative flow, you shouldn't interrupt it because somebody's in a YouTube video somewhere said you should. Sit in that flow. Even if it's discomfort, sit in that discomfort because eventually something will sprout. This is my attempt at an intro of a video about how my brain works. This is what works for me. These are the systems that I have put in place that allow me to be high producing, to be high idea generating, to be how high outputting. I'm everything. I'm everywhere doing everything all at once. I am highly productive, and I do a lot, but I'm not gonna dismiss myself because I'm not doing it how other folks are doing it. I'm gonna do it according to what works for me. Does that make sense? So in part one of this two-part, it's only gonna be hopefully 2 parts, but we'll see how that goes throughout Vlogmas. But in part one, I mentioned how I took to ChatGPT and I said, these are all the random things that I do. For some reason they work for me. Why do these work? Right? And so in part one, I shared four methods in my system that work for me. I'm just gonna quickly run through them because we're just gonna keep going in this video with the following ones. I start with gentle activation. I always start soft at all times, and so I use the 5 minute rule for everything in my life. Purposeful priorities. I give myself 3 to 5 priorities. If I don't do nothing else today, what will getting these 5 things done will make me feel so good about myself? What are they? Let's get into it. Okay. Continuous capture. My brain is always moving at high speed, and this helps me keep up. So I have my pocket notebook, my commonplace notebook. I have sticky notes. I have a billion journals. As I mentioned, I might do a video where I share kind of like the different journals that I have and what purpose they serve. Speaking of the different journals that I have, also containers. I have containers for everything in my life. I know it sounds crazy to you, but it works for me. And what you do will sound crazy to me, but it works for you, right? So we listen and we don't judge. Let's keep going with the next 4 things. Okay, cool. So I do brain dumps. Is that number 5? Brain dumps. I love a brain dump for the life of me. I discovered brain dumps post COVID ish. I was heavily listening to Michelle B. As I mentioned, I do not listen to productivity videos anymore, or the powers that be and the tools that they have that they're always selling the people. I don't do that no more. But the only person I do listen to is my girl Michelle B. I love me some Michelle B. If you ever need kind of like some sort of gentle guidance into how to get your life together, how to approach your to-do list, your task list, things that you have to get done at home. I feel like it's relevant to college student, it's relevant to folks running homes, it's relevant to single young professionals. Like her stuff is so good, and it's always from a place of gentleness with yourself. And I think that, like I'm Michelle B's protege at this point, because like I really believe in all the things that she produces, and they have helped me to move with gentleness with myself. And so I've been watching her brain dump reflection video since it came out. I don't even know if it was 3 or 4 years ago. I still watch it. I'm currently developing my own that works for me, because hers is a bit broad. She basically has you like think about things you need to get done around your home, things you need to get done in the kitchen, things you need to get done like on your computer, decluttering your computer. Like it's good. I've watched it at least twice a month for the past 4 years. It's good. The only thing is, she doesn't really get into creative things, and my life is 1,000% creative. I have so many different creative projects, uploading content for those projects, and just like different timelines happening at the same time. And so I'm trying to find a way to pair her brain dumping video with like my own, adding my own prompts to that question in a way that works for me. So, and then I sort them, right? I love a container. I love a bucket. Lynn loves her a bucket. And so after I do this brain dump, I'm like, okay, in terms of admin stuff, here are all the admin things I need to get done. In terms of things I need to get done at home, here they are. Things I need to be done for work, social things, events that are coming up that I need to support, friends' events, my events, happenings, things, okay? Errands that I need to run, content that needs to be created and uploaded. I even have a section for communication. So who do I need to text? The people in my DMs, the people in my emails, who have I not responded to, who's waiting for a response from me. It's so good. I'm telling you right now, if as you're watching this video, you're feeling overwhelmed within yourself with whatever you have to do in your life, watch Michelle B's video after this. I will link it in the description, because it has brought so much clarity, order, and direction into my life and all the things that I do. All right, cool. All right, next, calendar logging versus calendar blocking. I log as I go. I don't try to anticipate how I spend my time. Again, don't tell me what to do with my life. I don't like that, even if it's coming from me, even if it's coming from the past version of myself. And so, what do? I write down everything that I do on that day as it's going. Literally, work tasks, personal, errands, social, as I'm going through the day. I write that down. If this overwhelms you, that's okay. Again, this is how my brain works, right? You could be the person that when you get home at the end of the day, you can journal and be like, top 3 things that happened today, or moments that I want to reminisce on from today. That's okay. The reason why I have the system in place is because my brain has the tendency, let me tell you right now, if I set out to do 10 things and I did 9 of them, my brain said, you did nothing today. That's what's going on up here. She crazy. I told you, high producing. And so I literally, since having this journal, my brain has been quiet. Back talk? It's quiet. Ain't no back talk. Because, like, truly, I used to run myself mad. Like, dang, I did 9 things to do, but if I did 10 things today, I think it's like internal trauma that I need to discuss with my therapist about pressure from our parents. Anyways, okay, all right. So I'm like, oh, I shared a video with someone about DEI stuff. I filled out a thing. I watched a YouTube video. I went to lunch. I had acai for lunch. I had a meeting. I checked in with so and so. I watched a YouTube video. I requested something, something. I texted my sisters. I updated my calendar. This is what I do. And so Oh, it's called. I forgot that it's what it's called. It's called my Tada. Tada. I got this from. I got this from Glow Atamo. I'm gonna make a note of it so that I can link to all of the things. She didn't say to do it like this. This is just my interpretation of it, but she calls it having like a tada log where it's like, what are the things that you're proud of yourself for doing that day? But it just so happens to be I track everything in my life. And so when I don't have this journal with me, I use Google Cal. And so I will literally go and take a 30-minute block and say, this is what I did on this. This is what I did on this. I'm just trying to pull up an example. You won't be able to see, but it's like, oh, no, you can't see. Oh, you see? Yeah, it's like, do, 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 do. Yeah, that's what I do. Okay. Um, that allows me to kind of document my day as it's going, as it's rolling, and not just being like, tomorrow afternoon, take 2 hours to fill out this grant application. Don't tell me what to do because you don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow afternoon. So it's like weird because I need structure, but I need like fluidity at the same time. And so I'm structured in the way that I'm like, okay, I'm giving myself an hour to do this. But it's like, don't tell me what to do tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be up for it tomorrow. Calm down. Everybody relax. And it gives me something to look back on, right? I'm always it's always easy to be like, when was the last time I got my nails done? Bam. When did I do my hair? Like I literally right now I'm thinking like, how long has it been since I did my hair? It's on my calendar. I'll be able to find it. All right. And then we have like a fluid ongoing reflection. So I'm constantly course correcting as I go versus like having like another thing that never worked for me is end of the week review, end of the month review, end of the year review. I'm sorry, they don't work for me. I don't know why. But what do? I course correct as I go. I'm not waiting to the end of 2025 to be like, what could I have done better as I'm going into 2026? No. Today on December 2nd, I'm like, this hasn't worked. Let's get started now so we can get a head start into the new year. I'm not waiting for the new year to start healthy habits. I'm starting it now so that by the time the new year starts, girl, we've been on it. Start now so that by the time the new year starts, you're a month into it. You're in your flow state. You are cooking. Okay, so I'm constantly checking in with myself, my logs, my notes, and the priorities that I've set for myself, the goals that I've set for myself. And it's like, how can I move differently? I was using this to track and I'm using that. Again, I was mostly using this at work at first. Like, so the first couple of days of this journal, pages of this journal are for work. And then I was like, wait, I should also do this just in my entire life. This has helped me to start being more analog, right? This is kind of like, this is literally, you're seeing me course correct in real time because I would put all of my notes and commonplace stuff in different folders on my notes app, but I don't go back to look at them, right? Notes from podcasts, quotes that I really like from folks. It would just be lost somewhere. But now I have it here and I can take it with me everywhere. And I was watching a podcast with Tracy Ellis Ross and she said some things and it's always in my pocket. It's right here. This was on my calendar and now it's like physically with me everywhere that I go. And so this is kind of like my pull. So for example, in the new year, I would like to go back to being more analog. December 2nd, I'm getting on top of it. I got this journal yesterday and I'm already feeling so much better about it. You see it? You see it? So don't wait for the new year to start. Start now. So that's me continuously reflecting and revamping my systems, okay? And then the last thing that I do is I think ahead of myself. I'm gonna share here, but I also think I want to make it like a separate video about it. I am my future self's personal assistant. Okay, I look out for my sis. Don't nobody look out for my sis more than I do. So the way that I do this is that I anticipate her needs and I leave notes for her. Like I can't I literally have to make a separate video about this because I need to sit on it some more so that it can make sense to y'all. It makes sense to me because I've been doing this since forever. But I'm like, how can I say it in proper English so people don't think I'm crazy? Okay. We listen and we don't judge. Thank you. So what I do is, again, I anticipate her needs for her, and so I'll have calendar reminders where I'm like, so for example, today I'm like, I think I want to do my hair in like 2 to 3 weeks or so. I will go on my calendar and put new hair question mark on Monday of a random week, and then on Monday of that random week, I'm like, oh shoot, yeah, I do need to get my hair done. Let's figure out when I should do it this week, and I'll move it around to where it needs to be. Mwah! Love that for me. So if I know that a friend's birthday is coming up, I have the birthday on my calendar and I want to get the gift the week before, gift for so and so. That day I wake up and I see gift for so and so. I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, thank you for reminding me that I need to get a gift for so and so. Brilliant. It works for me. It might not work for you. Let me cook. It's about me right events that are coming up. I always put the event on my card. I was literally talking to my partner about this last night. I was like, because we were talking about like what we have to look forward to, and I was like, oh, a concert, blah blah blah, and I'm like, I don't even know if these concerts are still happening, if they've been canceled, but when I saw them in January of this year, I put them on my calendar for December because I'm just like, just so you know, so and so is gonna be around, da da da, things like that. And then also another thing that I do is, oh, maybe I could do like a work productivity, like my shortcuts at work, productivity, work, like how my brain works for work, whatever. Another thing that I do is when I have like a meeting that's coming up, it's like, especially if it's like a meeting that I'm calling for. So for example, I want to meet with you because blah blah blah. And we already set a meeting for 2 weeks away. 2 weeks from now, I'm not gonna remember what I want to talk to you about today, you know? And so what I do is I create a meeting note and I start putting things on a rolling basis. So anytime you come to mind and I'm like, oh yeah, I have that meeting with so and so, I need to remember to talk about to them about getting a new phone case. I will add that note in that meeting. And by the time the meeting comes 2 weeks later, I'm like, oh shoot, my past self from 2 weeks ago already gave us the meeting notes that we're going to talk about in this meeting. Does that make sense? Let me know if y'all want me to make a separate video about that because actually I will. Well, it's Vlogmas, so that gives me another video idea. Anyway, so I need a pen. Whatever. After this, I'm gonna put this in here, which is where I put all of my ideas and all of the things that I'm trying to catch as they come to me. So that's how my brain works. That's what works for me. It keeps me organized. It keeps me going and flowing, and there's a lot of cushion. There's a lot of cushion. I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend nobody, but you know how like in like the mental wards or those places where it's like the walls are like covered in cushions for folks. This is what my whole entire life is. My life is a cushion for me. I can softly land anywhere. I cannot slam my body up against this wall. I can't slam my body against the floor, right? Even the table is like cushiony for me. Like I want to give myself cushion, like some sort of protective grace. I always have a soft place to land. There's always extra grace to extend. Nothing was ever that deep. Nothing was ever that urgent. And this allows me to produce like nothing I've ever known. So when I have moments where I want to stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning to post on LinkedIn, go ahead and do it. The next day I don't want to do nothing. Okay, we're staying in bed because that is how I produce. That's how my brain works. When I'm in a creative flow, I will sit. I will sit and I will rot in that creative flow until I get every juice out. That's how I make my best work. Yes, it drains me. I also have a system for being drained and for being burnt out. And so if I know that I really poured my energy into this, the next day I rest. If I know that I've really put my energy at my job, I take 3 days off after giving my best. And so as much as I really push myself to highly produce, I also create the space for me to rest. I'm not saying I'm a pro at it, okay? None of this is healthy. I'm just saying this is what works for me. This is how also what allows me to extend myself grace as I'm pushing myself and producing and doing things. All right. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was. And even if it wasn't, that's okay as well. But this is nice for me to capture and document as I'm figuring it out within myself. I was so excited to record this video. Oh my goodness. It brought me so much joy to record this video because it's just kind of like I just want to catch it as it comes to mind as I have this realization. I catch it and I document it. And this is for me, if nothing else. So we'll see. Maybe a week from now, I'm like, girl, she was crazy. What was she talking about? Or a week from now, I'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad. I'm like, this has changed my life. Okay. Or maybe a couple years from now, when I'm running museums and I'm traveling the world speaking at conferences, y'all gonna look back at this and be like, Lynn was cooking when she was talking about the systems that she has in place that keep her going, that keep her productive, while also extending a lot of grace with myself. I am my own life coach. I'm my biggest cheerleader, but also I am like, I don't play about me. Okay. And so if it's a yes, we go. If it's a no, we lay down. And that's on period. All right. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.